Bob Babcock, the guy actually got me involved in Veterans Affairs a long time ago, was a combat Vietnam platoon leader. And when he got back, he started a publishing business to publish books. And he had the idea, I would like to get a book of stories of guys who have been there. And as you know, the common thinking is that most Vietnam vets, when they got back, weren't very interested in telling about their story because they thought nobody cared. Well, a lot of them cared. So Bob Babcock had this story, had this book written, I'm Ready to Talk, which contains stories of guys who served. They might not all be, this is my experience and my total experience in Vietnam. It might have been an incident on a troop train going somewhere. Or it might have been a guy talking about a funny thing that happened in his camp. It's not necessarily a history of his participation in Vietnam. And so if you never thought of yourself as a writer, you probably are. You probably are. And so we have a gentleman here in town who's a platoon leader in Vietnam, Purple Heart veteran, Mel Carney, some of you know him. And Mel is going to be a collector of stories. He's in a writing project himself now, but a collector of stories. And if you had any interest at all in fleshing out some incidents you might have, I wish you'd get a hold of me, Dave, or Mel. I have Mel's phone number. I have his email address. But I have a book. Bob Babcock actually did two books. One was all the veterans in his Methodist church down in Atlanta, and then all the veterans in the Atlanta Veterans Association, Vietnam vets. If anybody is interested in reading this book, you'll find it very interesting. I had a lot of fun reading it. Anybody interested in reading that book?
Yeah.
All right. Who raised their hand? The silence is deafening. But anyway, read it, bring it back, we'll give it to somebody else. But it's just interesting to read stories. So you don't need to be a writer, you don't need to be prolific, you don't need to be schooled and educated in the formality of writing. Mel can help you with that, because he is. So I hope that some of you maybe raise your hand and say, I'd like to do that. If you'd like to do that, contact Dave, me, somebody.